This has really been a great experience at Port Townsend Blues Festival partially because I think this may be the greatest collection of blues players that I've been a part of since I've been playing music. About 20 years ago, when I first was just sort of getting my feet wet, I went to Elkins Davis College to the Augusta Heritage Arts Festival, and one night found myself playing with the Balfour brothers playing Cajun music, even though I didn't know who they were. But, you know, Cephas and Wiggins were there, and I think it was Nat Reese and Howard Armstrong, who then lived in Detroit. And but that was a great experience. But this experience with, you know, 20-some-odd years under my own belt, and then running across so many great players, some of whom I have met along the way, it's just been a real joy. And my wife came here with probably some trepidation because she'd never been to a music camp before. So she came here, and immediately, I mean, it's captured her imagination. And so I'm excited for her that she's found out how cool this stuff is, too, on its various levels. To meet cats like, you know, Werner Williams, who's this walking jukebox, to I just met Reverend John Wilkins, who's kind of like, you know, he's doing the same stuff I'm doing in Detroit, down in Mississippi, the son of a great blues man, Reverend Robert Wilkins, to meet some old friends like, you know, Lightning Wells and Eleanor Ellis, Cephas and Wiggins again after all these years. It's been just a great joy to be here and to be a part of this. I'm looking forward to doing this some more. I mean, for me, this is still right in the middle of the week, so who knows what is going to come down the line. But I've had some highlights even since I've been here. One of the highlights has been Werner Williams. Just so listening to this man reel off song after song after song. It's been a lot of fun. I've had occasion to sort of sit down with some of my students. That's been a real joy. I mean, I was teaching a class on Blind Willie Johnson, and to have that many players who were really good players come back with this line that I've just taught them, and they're playing it, and they're playing it enthusiastically, and they're playing it accurately. Had the same experience this morning with Mississippi Fred McDowell's music. And, you know, I was playing them a line, and they were playing it back to me. And it was just a joy to know that I was sharing that with them and the way they were eating it up. So my interaction with the students who've come up to me has been great. Seeing my wife just enjoy the gospel, sing with Shirley Smith has been wonderful. I didn't realize I worked with her father years ago in Detroit, and I did not know that was the same Shirley Smith. She's fantastic. See some younger musicians coming up around the Virginia area, Washington, D.C. area, MSG, a lady named Risa who's teaching a voice class, and Shirley. It's just been a real joy to see that this music is moving through generations. There's an older generation of musicians that I have looked up to and benefited from, and then I guess I'm in that middle generation, and to know that there are people coming behind me, it's been a real joy and a real pleasure. So you know, I'm looking forward to seeing more of this and being a part of this again, and you know, and just sort of seeing how the music continues to develop. Well, thank you, Jack. This has been Reverend Robert Jones here at the Blues Week at Port Townsend. It's been a great blues festival. Anybody who's sort of interested in finding out what I'm up to, what my wife's sister Bernice is up to, can feel free to check out my website, which is at www.revrobertjones.com, and keep a list of upcoming dates and other projects that I'm working on. I have currently in print 2 CDs, one called At the Crossroads and one called Time of the Preacher. And they're both available at Elderly Instruments in Michigan at elderly.com. Also, you can just click on the website and it'll point you toward, elderly and other ways to get it. Also, I have a radio show in Detroit called Deep River, which focuses on the sacred music tradition, not only sacred music, but styles of music that have been inspired by sacred music. Everything from the Golden Gate Quartet to Ralph Stanley and his just awesome bluegrass singing. As long as it's kind of got a sacred / inspirational message, I'm interested in it. That show airs on Sundays from 3 to 5 on 101.9 FM WDET in Detroit. But you can also catch it on the web at WDET.org. And I also have a MySpace page that a couple of my students put together for me. Don't do too much on it, but it has some examples of some of my music on it and some information about me. So I'm sort of moving into this century slowly, grudgingly, unwillingly, but I'm not quite the Cro-Magnon man I used to be. But in the meantime, thank you so much. This has been a great opportunity to get to know you. And Jack, it's great questions, and I hope that I'll run across you. I see you again, and I hope I get a chance to come out to be a part of this great festival again. Thank you very much, and be blessed.